There is going to be an election coming. It is going to be fought federally, and I think that the election may arrive upon our doorstep faster than we might imagine federally, because Stephen Harper today, of course, indicated that he's going to prorogue the House, which he's going to do, and he's planning an October 16th throne speech. The opposition parties are indicating that because of the legislation that was dropped off the table, because of his proroguing of the House, that they're going to vote non-confidence in the government. Should that happen, suddenly, very quickly, the federal election will be on, and at that moment in time, Ms. May and company, and including the people in this room, are going to have their work cut out for them. I think that that is sort of my opener to what is your strategy to help ensure that the party wins seats in the next election. And so I guess what I'd say, either federally or provincially. And a kickoff hitter on this one would be Mr. West. I'm sorry.
I think it's
I was just going to say it, sorry, Sylvain.
Okay. Okay, well, either federally or provincially, as you may know, I was elected both federally and provincially to the Council of the Green Party, so we've grappled with that problem on a constant level, ever since I founded the party, in fact, co-founded. It's a real problem with the first past the post system, and I have a lot of hope for what's going on in Ontario, where the Citizens' Assembly proposed MMP as the choice for people to vote on. I wish we would have two choices on our upcoming ballots, provincially, MMP and STV, and you know, of course, the status quo. And I would like to lobby somebody who really is influential to use the STV system to find that 60% margin that is apparently needed in order to get a clear result. And I hope the clear result will either be STV or MMP, but I really hope it's going to be a change. Now, it's not necessarily going to happen because the NDP is lobbying against STV and they're using MMP as an excuse. That's why I'd like to have both on the ballot. But if that doesn't happen, we need to find every way we can. And the best way is to be visible, to do what I said before, to offer concrete, practical solutions that people can sink their teeth into, and to be the only ones doing it. So far, we are the only ones doing it. The real solutions, the real green solutions, are only being proposed by the Green Party. We just have to publicize them more. And there I agree with Damien, we definitely need to get out in the media more. And in order to get out in the media more, we need to be active in the NGO movements that we haven't really been that active in. We have to be visible, we have to be unashamed of being Green Party members.
15.
It's not cool to be political in Canada, we have to change that. And if we change that and people start thinking it's cool to be green and political, maybe we can get somebody elected. That's all I can think of.
Sylvain, thank you. Also, to Jane Sturt. Jane.
All right, I'm of course focused at the provincial level and wish my colleagues in the Green Party of Canada well in their goal to be elected. I think there's a thirst for change in Canada. We've seen that in Quebec, where the Action Democratique came from nowhere and became the official opposition. We saw in Prince Edward Island where the Liberals defeated a brand new Liberal government, brand new party actually, defeated the incumbent Conservatives, and so I think there is a thirst for change. So one of the things I think we need is we need to believe that we can win. And I think that the Green Party has been hesitant to say we can win. And so we have to be confident that we can win, and then we have to do what every other political party does. We have to raise money, 80 grand per candidate, and we have to have 200 to 600 volunteers on the ground going door to door, phoning people. That's how you win elections. There's no magic in it. Just the fact that we're green, we're no different than any other real political party. If we behave like a real political party, I think we can get seats in 2009.
Jane Sturt, thank you so much. Damien, how do we do it?
Yes, I echo Jane's comments on, I wish our friends in the federal party a lot of luck helping out locally in Vancouver with some campaigns there. But on winning seats provincially, I didn't mention in my intro that I did run for the BC Greens in the 2005 provincial election. We worked very hard and we got 16% of the vote, running against the Premier and running against a strong NDP candidate. So I know that it is very difficult to win, but I am convinced that we do not need a change in our electoral system for Green MLAs to be elected in 2009. So how do we do it? Well, based on the wisdom of the Provincial Council, and I do encourage you all to consider seeking a position on the Provincial Council if you want to get involved. There's some openings there that you'd very much be appreciated on. But the Provincial Council put together a job description. This job description for the BC leadership said you need to focus 2/3 of your time on fundraising and membership development. And so I'm convinced that for us to get members elected in 2009, we need to triple our budget to $450,000. That equates to ballpark around $5,000 per riding. We spent $6,000 in 2005, so it's very difficult to do, but it can be done with strong organizational capacity, with strong leadership, with strong fundraising development, and leaders getting out in the media on a regular basis, and leaders calling the members, not having somebody else call, but the leader really has to be calling 3 or 4 days a week from evenings from 5 to 7 o'clock and be compassionate over the phone and really sign up the Evergreen members, because the Evergreen donors are really what's going to propel this party to success.
Thank you. Ben West, you're the wrap-up.
All right. Well, this is an issue that it's really close to my heart. This federal election, I did a lot of work trying to build the federal party in BC to the place where we could be successful. I echo the good luck comment, although I'll say that if elected as leader of the Green Party of BC, I'll be out there knocking on doors with the federal candidates to try to build profile. I think that's an important role. Adrian Carr did it for me when I was a federal candidate, and I'll definitely do it for our federal candidates, especially in the riding I'm running in, but around the province. I think there's a big distinction for us in terms of sort of the provincial and federal party, but for the average member of the general public, the Green Party's the Green Party's the Green Party. So in that sense, I think it's important that we just continue the work that's already started, which was every single day looking at where all of our candidates are at, where our local organizers are at, and looking at each riding and saying, what do we need to do to get that riding to where it needs to be? And that's the work that we've been doing over the last few months, and this is the work that we're going to continue to be doing. So part of this is being understood. I think we need to give people something to get excited about. We need to campaign on issues in a specific kind of a way, not just talk in broad rhetorical strokes. And part of that is making our own media. I think we're not going to ever get as much coverage as we need to really explain the solutions, because they are complicated things and these are really big issues. We need to take some responsibility for the creation of our own media. This is something I think I bring to the table. I worked on Elizabeth May's by-election campaign. People said we weren't going to get more than 10%. I'm proud to say that there's a big green dot in the middle of that electoral map, which was the area that me and the team I was working with were responsible for, which was around Western University. Young people are our base. They're going to be the reason why we're successful in the future. We really need to energize that base. We need to communicate clearly with them. And locally, provincially, I mean, the NDP barely exists. There needs to be an official opposition in this province. The Green Party is the natural choice, and I think we've got a really good opportunity, even better than better.